Ooh. Yo, did you see the Matrix trailer? I'm about to watch that again. Yeah, it was super good. I didn't get to watch watch it with all my attention, but I'm about to. I'm about to. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Here we go.
Thomas, you seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy?
We don't use that word in here.
After this, we'll go back through. I'm going to give you some theories here.
Never give up. You don't know me. No?
Didn't even touch him.
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
All right, so I'm probably going to get a copyright notice or a takedown or a mute or something just for watching that video, but I don't care. Probably just a mute. But I want to point out some things. I just heard some static.
It's me.
Yeah, what up? Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, I just watched it on your stream.
Oh, nice. I wanted to point some stuff out that I noticed in the trailer and saw other people notice. Not a ton of things.
Can you answer a question for me first?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Is that Morpheus?
All right. So I guess we'll jump to that theory. So all around, Lawrence Fishburne, not in the movie, wasn't asked to be in the movie, right? I get it. Like, there could be a reason, right? I can't say if that's Morpheus or not, because there is no plot release for this movie, and I did not see a name attached to that actor's role earlier today. I guess what we could do, first of all, before I spout my could be dumb theory, we can go to
old IMDb.
Yeah. So,
I love that actor. He's very good.
yes, he's been good in everything he's been in, and he went from like a very small role to this role in like 2 years because he's really good.
He was. I mean, I don't want to say who he played.
Yeah,
he
I got
played
you.
a character on Watchmen.
Nope. So
the HBO series. That was
he
fantastic.
still has no name. So I will go forward with my theory on this part. So here's my theory. It's not super complex. This is a parallel version of the Matrix. Now, if you've seen the Matrix films, there are versions of the Matrix because it's a program. This is another version post the final Matrix film because they've said it is not a prequel, it is not in the past. But they did not rule out it being lateral or in the future. It looks like they're not saying here, they're letting people assume it's in the future, but it could be parallel. And it could be a more complex story than we've been led on to believe it was, or it was opened. It was left open for interpretation intentionally, so they could do this, so they could do a prequel, But there is a game, The Matrix Online, that failed, where Morpheus was killed by a random ass dude in the middle of the game in a cutscene. So Morpheus could technically be dead because that story is canon. So, it's possible that MMO ruined Morpheus's character for the remainder of the Matrix series. It's also possible this is parallel, and that is Morpheus, and he just happens to look different in this incantation. And where that leads me to is that no one has ever really left the Matrix. They've only become aware that they're in the Matrix and left the Matrix within a Matrix.
So, like, once you leave the simulation, you're in the simulation above it.
Yes, the ending could be that I'm going to get to the Oracle row for sure. The ending could be that there is no way to get out of the Matrix, even if you get out of the Matrix, which is, this circular logic, right? All right, so we'll go to Oracle since Ro just brought it up. I will find her. It could be just set in the future. It could also just be that she happens to be the right age now and they did a parallel and she's the Oracle. But this is the actor from that film. That's another one. There are also a bunch of very specific cues. And you notice she has red glasses on, a red outfit. That's Red Pill. In the beginning, you'll see Neil Patrick Harris, therapist, wearing blue glasses with a blue shirt, blue pill. And this is repeated throughout this entire thing. Red shirt, red pill, obviously, in this situation. And I believe you see it a couple more times, just slightly. Blue, again. So this is interesting that she's blue. That could be a sign that could lead to something in the movie. Could be nothing. She was also in the other film, I believe. But she could just be playing the character of someone in the film. Yeah, the pill itself only shows up once, but the characters are based in those colors. I think that was all the stuff I picked up on or saw. The red-blue thing I saw is a theory from the teaser. But also you see like the background has blue spots behind him. This is before he's even acknowledged the reality of the things around him, or maybe lack of reality. I really dug the trailer. I don't think it's going to be a cash grab. I heard that like 5 times today. I don't care if it's the most disliked ending in a movie series ever. I will probably still at least respect it for getting closure. But I got to rewatch.
There's no way this is the last movie.
Oh, yeah, the other wall is red. You're right. I don't think it's the last movie either. I think it is the beginning of a series that is based on whatever the ending of this film is that changes the context of The Matrix. I don't think that Lana Wachowski would be rejoining the effort if she didn't have creative control and be able to set the narrative of what the film's meaning actually is, considering the commentary on the film's meaning being hijacked in several other places, and she's spoken directly about that. I thought it was a great trailer, though. Just in general, like as far as trailers go, I think it was up there with the Marvel trailers, which I don't even watch those movies, and they're really good trailers. Like, trailers have fallen off so hard, and these are both, like, those are shining examples of modern trailers. Like, they should be, they should make you want to go to the movie theater.
So here's a theory. I got another theory.
Go for it.
What if this is like this is Neo after he left the Matrix, but he doesn't remember.
I believe that is what it is. If I remember the last film correctly, that's the only possibility, but I haven't watched the last one in a while. I am going to rewatch all of them. And then probably watch this again and talk about this again.
But that's what I'm saying. That's only the beginning part of what I'm saying. What if this is Neo who's been to the Matrix but doesn't remember, entering the Matrix, like let's say version 1.12.
Yeah.
He was in version 1.11. But he's arriving at an earlier point in the simulation, which is why Morpheus is young.
That's totally possible, considering the conversation that Neo had with the architect about the versions, and the fact that he was aware at that point that other anomalies like himself had occurred. There's also the potential that he is just an anomaly and not the one, and someone else is, and they take that role during this movie. But I think you're totally on the right track. I think that's an absolute possibility based on that big-ass conversation with the architect in the second film.
So yeah, let's say he arrived 1,742 days into the running of version 1.1 Matrix. And then in this movie, he arrives in version 1.12 of the Matrix, but day 564 into the simulation.
Yep. Which would make sense. And what would make sense on the anomaly point is that if anomalies still occur, like they said they can't prevent them from happening, that would make sense why Trinity is there as well. And I would assume that last person was Mouse. I'm not sure if it was Mouse. I thought he died, but if it's another incantation, technically anybody could come back. So, I mean, that could be Mouse. So all the anomalous people who escaped the Matrix could be in this new build because they can't get rid of them. They're like bugs that they can't figure out how to get rid of, or a side effect that is just something they live with. Very interesting.